Hey everyone, it's Tools from Next Level Walkthroughs coming at you with another budget slash going over the best players at each position for starting out your Madden 17 Ultimate Team. Today we're looking at the tight end position, and I've got a couple players on my team who I absolutely love at the position, who have been absolute beasts for me. But again, I'll go over the budget options as well and who I recommend starting out here. All these guys are useless here. The best guy we're going to look at first would be Julius Thomas. 79 overall, about 1,000 coins. His catch and traffic, basically his stats are solid all around. He's just not an amazing player. He's very good because of how tall he is at 6'5". I wouldn't really recommend him though. None of these guys really jumping out to me. Basically, you want to spend a little more at the tight end position. In my mind, in Madden, the tight end is really important because he often bails you out, and a lot of the passing plays are going to be going to the tight end, or at least the way I play. I use my tight end a ton in Madden. So these guys are all pretty not that relevant, really. Gresham, I mean, these guys are cheaper options that are solid. I recommend spending the coin, though, on the tight end, getting the better players. Gary Barnidge is my starting tight end on my team, and that one was on the auction block, already sold, so we can't look at his stats, unfortunately. I'm trying to find one here that lets me look at his stats. It's not going to let me do that because he is all sold out. So Barnidge run about 2,000 coins, and definitely the cheapest, best option at tight end. 1,000 coins, really. He's super cheap now. 80 speed, 6'6" tall, perfect. Strength 75, run block, whatever. You don't need your tight end to run block at all in this game. Release is okay. Catching 86, catching traffic 84, route running 84. Basically some of the best stats you're going to get out of a tight end that's under 80 overall and for a cheaper player. Highly recommend him at 1,000 coins. My backup tight end, who I also used as a starter for a while, who I also really love, is Kobe Fleener. About the same price, pretty comparable. Stats, his catching and catching traffic are a lot lower than Barnidge. His route running is also lower. Fleener's more of a speed guy, so he's a good complement to Barnidge. But those are the two tight ends I've been running on my team for sure. Now, some other options that a lot of people are using as well, who are fairly cheap, around the same price. I mean, for 1,000 coins each, you cannot go wrong with either Barnidge or Fleener. Highly recommend Barnidge, though. He's been an absolute monster for me. Travis Kelce, probably a little more expensive, maybe 2,000 coins. Catching traffic 85, catching 84. He's pretty similar to Barnidge in my opinion. He's a little faster than Barnidge. But pretty overall similar stats to Barnidge. If I upgrade, maybe I'll throw Kelce and Barnidge together, although I don't really need that. I think Fleener's done a good job as a second tight end. And some of the more expensive, better options for gold players at tight end, you're looking at Jordan Reed, who is pretty much a pass-catching machine. 88 catching, 84 catching traffic, so definitely the best stats we've shown for that so far at the gold position. Speed is up there too. His run block is terrible, but again, we don't really need our tight end to block on the run this year at all. So I'd recommend Jordan Reed as well. I just prefer Barnidge for some reason, but Reed probably would fit my style a little more. So if I get some extra coins, maybe I'll pick him up and upgrade. Jason Witten, also a pretty good option, although his route running and stuff is slowed down. He's still a pretty big beast at tight end. I think Reed and Barnidge are better than him, so I wouldn't recommend Witten. I wouldn't recommend Gates. Gates is very slow. Martellus Bennett is another interesting option. His stats, though, just all around are in the 70s, and all these other guys, such as Kelce, Reed, they're all in the 80s. So my recommendations for tight end, especially starting out, are going to be Barnidge and Fleener, running about 1,000 coins each. Get those players immediately. And then Jordan Reed and Kelce are more the higher-end gold tight ends that are going to be good for your team. Definitely recommend Jordan Reed and then Kelce. So if you can get two of these guys together, or say get Barnidge and Reed, or say Fleener and Kelce, tight end position will be very well off. There's a lot of good gold tight ends this year. Going in and looking at some of the elite options, There's not much for tight end. I don't recommend getting an elite tight end, only if it's like your last position you need to upgrade to elite. Greg Olsen isn't, this stat difference between him and Kelsey or Jordan Reed isn't going to be anything special. You see, you get him pretty much all in the high 80s and 90s. So if you have extra coins, definitely pick up Olsen. But if you don't, I would say just run with those gold players. It'll save you money in the end. Of course, Gronk, best tight end in the game. You're looking at about 300,000 coins for him, though. And this Jeremy Shockey card I've used in the draft is phenomenal as well, so I highly recommend that. He's cheaper, about 100,000, but for the tight end position, it's not really worth that. I'd say just go with Fleener, Barnage, or Kelsey, or Jordan Reed. So thanks for watching, and look for more videos.